Hey guys, this is Lady J coming back at you. Just, going through a few of the headlines that's been out in the news lately. Um, let's first of all, let's talk about the man that only had one job. That was this New York sui- suicide bomber who decided that he was going to make a bomb and strap it to himself and come and blow up a busy fairway where people, New Yorkers, travel back and forth to go to work and travel. But he failed at it, and he failed miserably. Okay, his only intentions was to do it because it's the holidays, and they wanted to attack everybody spiritually, physically, and mentally. That's all, and bring everybody down and have a somber issue. But he fucked up because he fucked himself up. A couple of people did get injured, but he's the one that's really jacked up. So, when you do stuff that's not of good things, this is what happens. So, you know, I hope he has a speedy recovery and enjoys his life in prison because that's where he's going to be, big dummy. Um, Two, let's talk about Keaton Jones. Um, I've listened to his story. I saw him. I cried, you know, because he didn't understand, you know, to him, he felt like he was being bullied because they were calling him names and pouring food and all this stuff out on him. And he really was upset. Being a mother, I could. His mom went to Facebook. I don't know how she did that because I'd have been up at school and people would have been handing out answers, okay? And I think that's any parent. I don't think you want to go to Facebook with it, but to each his own, okay? Now, then, the flip side started coming out about, maybe the family is racist. Maybe, this little boy done went to school and called a couple of people the N-word. A lot of negative stuff about how she said white people got to stick together and how she has a GoFundMe account and she would rather instead of you trying to fly her out and invite her somewhere, just put the money in the GoFundMe account. A lot of people have taken issue with that, and they're trying to figure out, well, what did you need the GoFundMe account for? Just about for what everybody else wanted for, money. Okay. Now, here's my thing. Do I think he was being teased about his looks? Yes. Is it on an everyday basis? The school said no, right? But a lot of things go on in school that are these people don't pay attention to. And it also is a favoritism thing in school sometimes, I've noticed. If they really don't like your kid and your kid is known for being a troublemaker, then your kid is the troublemaker. If, whatever, however that goes. Far as the mom is concerned, I feel like she used this little boy to do what she needed to do. It's fucked up. It's not right. You know what? But let her have her 5 to 15 minutes of fame because in another week, if by the end of the week, nobody's going to be talking about it, okay? Far as the bullying thing, I don't think it started out as a bullying thing. I think it's a tit for tat thing. Because if this little boy, if what they're saying is true, he's running around calling these little kids niggers and this, that, and the other, then you know it's coming from the home. And the result was them pouring stuff on him and putting it down his shirt and all that other stuff. But on the other hand, you know, those kids doing that is coming from the home too. Because it's not okay to pour milk on somebody and slap them and, call them a bunch of names and everything like that. I've always said little kids are the meanest little people on this earth. They have no filter and they don't care. They give zero fucks about your feelings, okay? So, yeah, it's possible it happened to him. Now, if it's happening every day, that is bullying. Now, if that just happened to be one incident of what happened, that's not bullying, okay? Him calling them niggers every day is a form of bullying. If it just so happened because of that incident right there, he called them a nigger, that's not bullying. Like I said, both behaviors, it starts from the home. And it starts with you teaching your child how to respect others, no matter of how they look, what their race are, what their beliefs are, and what they wear. That's not your business. That's how I feel. So when you have people who like to put 20 on 100, this is what you're going to get. You know, bullying in any form is not wrong. I mean, it's wrong. I'm sorry. It's definitely wrong. But it can be taught in the home. And most kids that do bully, they bully because they don't have a voice in the home. And they're being bullied at home. So they come to school and they bully other children. You know, but for me, I think it's a respect thing. And I think if everybody teaches their child how to respect others and teach their child everything you think doesn't always need to fly out your mouth all the time, then it doesn't, it doesn't get to bullying, you know. So in that situation, nobody knows what really happened. It's just that the mom happened to run a Facebook about what happened to her child. Now, is this an everyday event? That was never confirmed. Or was it just that one time that it got out of hand? According to the school, it's not an everyday event. So I feel like that was kids being kids, just being disrespectful to each other. You know, you got too much other things out here to be worrying about than whether if somebody is being teased because of the way they look, you know, or their color or what they wear. When we was coming up, we got teased. You know, everybody got teased about something. Don't let your pants be meeting your sneakers. You was getting clowned for that. Don't come to school with your hair all over your head. You was getting clowned for that. You know, and I don't think it's gotten any different from when I was coming up or you or anybody else. It's just that the bullying aspect of it has gotten worse because now kids are killing themselves behind it. You know, and that's not the cool part. But yeah, we got too much other stuff to be worrying about. For me, I felt like the right thing, instead of running to Facebook, she should have went up to that school and made sure everything was copacetic, like to make sure that her child is not being bullied and to make sure that her child is not doing the bullying. That's all, you know. It's no big new flash here. Everybody's upset because she has this GoFundMe account and her kid is being offered to be flown everywhere. You can tell as a little guy when he came into this earth that he had problems. I'm going to tell you what's not cool. While I was flicking through looking, like trying to figure out what was everybody so mad about on social media at this woman about, when they was just all and saying, you know, sticking up for the little kid. Somebody put this movie up. Nelly, remember last week I was telling you Goonies was like my favorite movie? Somebody I'm talking to my daughter. Somebody put his face next to the little, anybody that's in my age group know what the Goonies is. My kids even know what the Goonies is because I put them on to the Goonies. The deformed son, they put his face next to this little boy face. That's not cool. That's bullying. And I can almost guarantee it wasn't a child who put that meme up. That is not cool. See what I'm saying? So you can't get mad at these kids when they go out and do things to each other like this. When the adults, it's the adults that's showing it. It's okay to be cool. If he's calling kids niggers in school, it's because he's hearing it at home. If they feel like they can talk about his face and be disrespectful, it's because 9 times out of 10, whoever's in the home feels that way about whomever. So you can't get, you know what I mean? You got to just take it back, and it starts at home. You know, bullying starts at home. If you bully your kid, don't give them room to talk and all that stuff, they're going to go to school 9 times out of 10 and beat the shit out of the next kid they feel that they can get over on. That's just what it is. Now, if we're going to speak about bullying, speak about it. You know, everybody upset because his mom got this GoFundMe. Let her get her little 15 minutes of fame, because by the end of the week, nobody's going to be talking about it. And it's still going to be a child somewhere being bullied that didn't get that national attention. And that child might just take their life. You know, bullying is a very, very serious thing. From what I'm saying, you got people who are being bullied on social media, and these kids are taking their lives behind it because they don't know how to deal with all the feelings that they're receiving behind being bullied. And they don't feel like anybody understands it. So, you know, I just feel like everybody just needs to take a step back. Let's not make this a black and white thing so much just because you heard that he called somebody a nigger. And let's make it a respect thing. Make sure that you're teaching your kids to respect each other, respect the people that they are around. If you don't like the way they look, the way they dress or whatever like that, that's fine and good. You know how you alleviate that? Don't be around the person. But you don't have to vocally say what's on your mind. Because I tell my kids all the time, you don't get to start something with somebody and pick how they react. You just don't. I can call anybody any kind of names I want to when I go out this door. I don't get to, and not know them from a dime, and I don't get to pick how they react. Not only that, you don't know if they're playing with a stable mind these days. So it would behoove you to be respectful of anybody you run across. Now, if they're disrespectful to you or they bring drama to you, okay, you do what you got to do. You handle your business how you need to handle your business. But when it comes to just saying stuff about people because you don't like the way they dress, the way they look, this, that, and the other, sometimes you need to curb that. Especially when you're around children because they pick up on it so easy. And if they feel like it's okay to do, they will do it. The most disrespectful kids come from disrespectful parents. Period. I don't care how you want to waver that. So, all I'm saying is just learn to respect each other. Whether you don't like somebody's color and all that stuff, fine. Because you don't have to be around them. As an adult, you know if it's something about somebody you don't like, you don't have to be around it. You don't verbally have to say it. When they're kids, not so much. All they know is, this is what I think, and I'm about to say it. And it could cause a lot of problems, you know. And these kids like that, they grow up. They grow up to big people, become big people that feel like they can do the same thing. They walk around with an elitist attitude and they think it's okay to be that way. And it's not. Because like I said, you can darn sure start with anybody you choose to please to start with. But you don't pick how they react. And you thinking it's ha-ha and all fun and jokes. But it ain't ha-ha fun and jokes if they come in there and shoot you. Or it ain't ha-ha fun and jokes if they kill themselves. You know, it's not ha-ha fun and jokes if families are coming up to schools getting into fights behind stuff like this. People just need to take a chill pill and fall back on how they're treating each other out here. Because we got a bunch of other stuff we need to be worried about. Especially the people that's my age and the young adults. Because the way things are going now, it's not looking too great out here. The things our parents and grandparents halfway don't even exist for us. So, you know, you just got to learn to be respectful to each other and in your surroundings. It avoids a lot of drama. It cuts a lot of drama. And, you know, you get to go about your day without a tragedy happening. So, you know, that's how I feel about it. I feel like it was more of a tit-for-tat situation more so than a bullying situation. The mom just got on Facebook and put that out there and it blew up and now everybody wants to make America great again. But, you know, that's just one child out of thousands that are bullied every day. And I feel like if you can't do that, make that one child feel great, you need to make everybody's child feel great. And that starts with teaching respect in the home. Okay? Peace out, Lady J.